Hello, my fellow Rome 2 players, Zaript here, with a match of TWCC Rome 2 Fall Cup, yeah! First one on my YouTube, because mostly I was streaming them so far and not recording. Unfortunately, I cannot stream and record at the same time. And this time, just because it's a day and no one asked me to stream, I decided to record, so just to have something on YouTube in a better quality. If you want, I can bring some interesting matches that I streamed before, but in a lower quality from my Twitch. Anyway, we will see Simon against Fatal Imprudence. Okay, so there were a banning process. It went like Arverni was banned, then Seleucids, now Iceni, and as a result, Fatal Imprudence picked Egypt, and Simon picked Massagetai. Yeah, and oh damn, indeed it is. It's interesting how there weren't Parse pick, because really, just before this match, really, we tested with Simon, and obviously I'm not a very strong player, but just theoretically we tried a couple of combinations, and really, to reliably counter Massagetai, you need either Seleucids or Parse, if you plan to do it on a cavalry field. So what you do, you take very cheap slingers, that's what Doug did, and support it with very cheap spears, like the cheapest you can find. Even 200 talent one will do. And so what you do, you use your slingers and your cheap spears to soak up enemy damage, and you keep your elephants and camels behind. And then just wait until I'm off and constantly pulling back from enemy archers, because Massagetai have these interesting units. These Saka Cataphract horse archers, they are insane. 90 armor. With heavy shots they have 46 missile damage. These guys, they can just stay here. Oh, and look at this charge. Simon decides to make a break here. I think he should have used diamond formation or something. And he still gets to the slingers. I wonder if it will be enough or not. But the thing is, look, shooting so long and there is not much killed. The thing is, and actually that's the case, as was mentioned in comments to my video about nomadic factions. You want to actually use normal arrows if you try to kill skirmishes. You only need to use heavy shots to deal with this Sorok Spikeman. And indeed, you can see that Simon switched to normal arrows. He has 38 missile damage. But the thing is, even when these Saka Cataphracts run out of ammunition, they still very capable melee unit. So the question is, can he do enough damage with these Saka Cataphracts to make a break? So that there is a gap which he can charge, that deliver rear charges. We will see. We will see. But he clearly have advantage in when it comes to over skirmishing. And you see how Simon keeps these steppe horse archers away. They're the cheapest ones, and they're here just for their ammunition. They don't have such a nice melee stats. So Simon starts delivering some charges on these Galatial Royal Guards. Oh man, he got stuck. This could go bad for him. And this is one of the ways to deal with Massagetai and overall nomadic factions, is some sort of a box. I think this was too early for Simon. He shouldn't have committed these second noble armored lances. I think he got impatient. But yeah, box seemed to be solution. But we will see how far this box will take Fatal Imprudence. We will see. So let's take a look at kills. These guys did get nice kills, but we can see that one of them are actually slowly dying. So the interesting part about it is that fight against nomadic factions, it's rarely you can fight on equal terms. Most of the times it would be attrition battle, when you will present some infantry for him to shoot. And you just have to make six or more units to run out of ammunition. That's the thing. But the risk that Fatal Imprudence took here, what if it were, well, in this tournament there is a rule to not have more than 6 bow archers, but Fatal Imprudence really would risk with his build if it was latter game, for example. So yeah, Simon tries to open up a box, while Fatal Imprudence sends his Galatial Royal Guard to keep it safe, to keep it closed. Okay, these mercenary Rhodian slingers. Let me see. Man, a lot of them, in fact. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think there were 6 of them or something. So Simon presents his general to Beta Woolley, but he doesn't get shots on these steppe archers. Okay. Running around, shooting. So that's nomadic factions playstyle overall. They have a lot of control over initial phase of a game. They want to skirmish as much as they can, and then they want to use their cataphracts to finish the deal. But I'm not sure that the thing that Simon does now is optimal. Probably considering the price and strength of these Rhodian slingers, probably he should just take 3. Like, he should just kill skirmishes first, I believe. He tried to sneak in. It didn't work for him, and now he will be fighting with... Oh, now there is a gap. Yeah, which fatal closes. Very nice. Yeah, man, these pikes. Oh, pikes actually didn't kill anything. But general could be caught. Saka cataphracts charging on a charge, wrecking 30 kills easily. Getting back without, well, losing 5 men, not that much. That's the power of Saka cataphracts. This charge wasn't nice, as you can see a lot of men stuck. So that's something to consider when you charge. You want very nice angle, you want like wide engagement. Here, oh man, and it starts to open up. You see? So these Saka cataphracts, they're late game tool or tool to deal with enemy cavalry. So even having a lot of infantry not always gonna be sufficient, but we will see. It's really attrition battle, as I probably already said. The player who can predict losses better wins. Because when it comes to numbers, nomadic factions and Massagetai in general, specifically, would be losing. They will lose in numbers in pretty much any scenario. Yeah, Simon have to pull back here somehow. So yeah, he's starting to pull back, pull back, charge, trying to get these Galatials. Man, they stake for a long time because of this raised banner. I wonder, I think Simon doesn't have much ammunition here. So on his place I would actually take these cataphract archers and just spread them around to try and utilize the gaps if such gaps get open. But I think at this point, just because of combination of pikes and Galatials, Fatal Imprudence should win it. I think Simon played it a bit too, how should I put it, imperfectly. He allowed these slingers to get way too many kills. Look at this slinger getting 72 kills. 72 kills on horses. It's big. So yeah, Simon still have to work on his Massagetai, and we found out that it's not as easy as I imagined. Because honestly, when it comes to facing Massagetai, I want control. I want to face his cavalry. I want to be able to do that. And that's why I would take Seleucids or Parthia with very cheap food contingent and similar cataphracts. But yeah, this works too. So that's how you face Massagetai on open map. Simon moves in to get these slingers, but I'm not sure if it's it really feels a bit too late. Okay, he charges more. There is a chance for Master out, really. Okay, so we see some wavering. There is still maybe a bit too much man in this Galatial guard. It starts wavering. We will see the full pike box in the very end. So, in fact, these cataphracts of Simon, they cannot disengage. And Fatal Imprudence sends his slingers to just keep these guys. Oh, this could be mistake. Like, Simon shouldn't have disengaged here, because now he will have to frontally charge pikes. He could be losing his chances. We will see. Now really what I would do is to just let these cataphracts rest. It will take 2-3 minutes. And that's actually something I would want to see maybe a bit adjusted in a game, like units resting a bit faster. To give that mechanic more sense, because units really do get tired faster by using abilities. So yeah, how do you break a pike box? I guess you don't. There is still chance to charge here probably, or let's see if I wonder if Simon just have enough. That's the problem. He should be able, like, I know that you can charge through pikes if you use trample, but he decided to use remaining ammunition. 70. Man, this game is closer than you would expect, but as I said here, when pike box wasn't created, Simon should have pushed one of his cataphracts inside this area. That was his chance.
Get your shields up.
Very close game, man. Insanely close. But the thing with this game, if you think about it carefully, it's not Fatal Imprudence who was doing mistakes. It was on Simon to win or lose it. That's why I like and dislike nomadic factions. I like them because they give you control. Like, it all depends on you. You have mobility, you have power, you have skirmishing power. So control of the game is in your hands. It all depends on you. But that makes it not that interesting for opposing players. That's why I don't like that factions. Okay, so Simon explains why he taking so long. He tries to use every precision shot cooldown, which could take quite a bit of time. If it takes too long, I will cut that part out of a video, I think. But for now, let's just see how it goes. Let's take a closer look at these cataphracts. Very tired, they slowly getting arrested. Yeah, very nicely armored. Yeah, this would be very close. Personally, I would try to open up from this side, obviously because there is Galatians. Charge Galatians, hope to get through them. Another chance to do it is to go with in diamond formation from this angle and hope to get through somehow. But I just don't think these cataphracts have enough men now. Okay.
Double time! Understood!
Okay, something seemed to be happening. These spikes are down to 31 men. So this is probably the area where charge will come. I don't know. This is too close. Like, if Simon actually wants to get a charge, he needs to stay farther away to get a distance to accelerate. Okay, fire arrows come. Charge.
By your command!
But okay, steady on these spikes to keep them alive. But there is no fire arrows on these guys, no effect. So, Second Cataphract Horse Archers going in to disrupt this angle. This is interesting. Like, we will see if this box could be broken or not. Still don't see any diamond formation. Okay, this spike's gonna route. It could start chain effect. No, still Galatians fighting now. So you see how this guy's waiting just to not give the spikes chance to help that side.
Break off!
Now it's triangle. So that's the payment for having only cavalry army. That's a payment for it. Actually, I think cataphracts can charge and pull back from pikes. You don't really need to stay in a prolonged fight, to be honest. Attempts to recharge these Galatian Royal Guards.
Quick march!
Yeah, I think Fatal Imprudence got this game.
Break off! Run, curse you!
Okay, these guys will come back.
Warriors, move out! Forward! Warriors, move out!
There is small gap, but it probably will be closed soon. Galatians going into middle to provide that morale aura. They're necessary to keep the Sorok Spikeman.
Move it!
So, it's GG. Yeah. Indeed, not much he can do. Well, it's not like there weren't points in the game where there were chances for Simon to prevent this scenario. There were. Very nice. Once again, waiting for this steady. Carefully waiting for it, so game is over. GG. Nicely played by both players. I still think that both of them, well, not both of them, Simon could have done better. I honestly think so. Not Fatal maybe, but because Fatal clearly didn't have much control over what's happening around. He still did a lot with his general, blocking stuff here and there. I would say there were some mistakes with these armored lances. These ones were lost for no reason. I guess 2 cataphracts were lost with not much done. Yeah, and probably skirmishers could have done slightly more if they killed enemy slingers faster. Tough to say. And maybe if diamond formation was used properly from the beginning of the game, maybe we would have seen another outcome. We will see very soon because second game is coming.